Okay, I am live, and I am live 4 minutes before midnight EDT, which officially still makes it Thursday. So technically, I'm on time. Okay, so a few things to note. My birds are awake, so they'll probably be a little obnoxious because for whatever reason they decide they don't have to go to sleep close to midnight anymore. And you may hear my washing machine going off because I'm trying to do laundry. And yeah, I am in the middle of trying to get my house together for the holidays so that I'm not um, bogged down with anything to do. Like I just want to chill for the winter. So I'm trying to get ready for the winter, as they say. People do like spring cleaning. I do autumn cleaning. And I'm going to actually start moving that to summer cleaning so I can chill through autumn and winter. Yeah, because these are my favorite times of the year. I love autumn. I love winter. I absolutely, with a passion, hate spring. And I do the best that I can to not go outside in the summer. I have always been this way, even as a child. The only thing that was good about summer was summer vacation from school. And even then, I wasn't all that impressed because I liked going to school. Um, but yeah, I did still appreciate the break. It was still something fun to look forward to. But being hot, not my thing. I lived in the swimming pool. Anytime I had to go outside, it was going to the pool, coming from the pool, getting in a car to go bowling inside where the air conditioner was. Like, I do not like summer. Spring, I hate, just seriously hate because the trees are outside being sexy and making me sick. So that's why I don't like spring. Spring, the weather is mild enough, but plant life during there. Let's just say that plants waking up. We know what they're doing, but let's just say waking up really, really screws me up. So I spent a good 2.5 months being highly medicated and not enjoying life. So when things start dying, like in October, I love it. When things are going to sleep, I love it. When the trees are not being sexy, I love it. They go from, "Hey, how you doing over there, little tree?" to, "Girl, I'm tired. I'll see you next spring." That's when I love. That's when I'm happiest. And then winter, I just like winter. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I love the snow. I didn't like, I don't like driving in it, but I didn't mind driving in it when my eyes worked. Um, yeah, I love winter. I like everything about thinking about being in the cabin at the fireplace with the hot cocoa and the cute boy, and anything that involves cute boy and snuggling. I am there. Sign me up. So I wanted to get on before midnight so I could say I was on on Thursday. I cannot believe that I didn't realize it was Thursday. I was so busy into getting other stuff done, and I was writing already too. That's the sad thing. I probably put in a good 2 grand already in writing, and I could have been online with you all doing it. But that's okay. It's okay. Right now, I have some stuff I need to do. I was going to say for tomorrow, but I guess it's already tomorrow now. I have some stuff, some spreadsheet work that I have to do. Okay. So, but before I get into that, I want to talk about the Kickstarter for the erotic anthology that is currently being built and worked on, and pray for your girl because I think it takes the patience of Job to put one of these bad boys together. And ours is a simple one. We're not going massive bells and whistles and crazy stuff and all these things you can get and sprayed edges and all that. That's not even happening on mine, and it's still, crazy. I'm saying mine. It's technically ours. It's the AuthorTube Erotic Anthology. And the writers in the anthology are all AuthorTubers. Some of them wish to stay anonymous. Some of them are as feisty as I am. So I am hoping that everybody is going to be like looking out for us for that, because officially the Kickstarter launches February the 12th. But the pre-launch will be in December. So please, 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 I will be talking about it, but please remember to show us some love, because this darn anthology has been through it. It is almost 2 years late. Technically, I guess it could be over 2 years late, because the original plan was to put it out the same year that we all thought it up. But we moved that immediately when we realized there's too many people involved, too many moving parts. So we moved it. So that's why technically it's 2 years. But in all honesty, this is 3 years in the making, guys. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so I will give more info. I'm hoping I can share a cover soon, a cover reveal. Well, we won't get into the madness of that yet. And forgive all my yawns, because I'm a ball of energy right now. So let's see. Hey, Paget. I'm glad I'm not here alone, because it would have been my fault, and I'm still going to do it alone if I had to. That's fine. Absolutely. And hey, Kat. Let's see. I just see you somewhere. Okay. Y'all know I can't see very well. You know what? Let me pull this up on the TV as well, so that if I pull my channel up, now I'll pull it up, but it'll be a slight delay in reading stuff, but still, I'm going to pull it up. Where's my channel? It's so funny. I always have to search. And that's not it. I have so many channels, guys. Where is it? No, I mean, I'm on the right channel, but now I can't find the video. That's so sad. All right, let's try that again. Meanwhile, let me know what you guys are working on or will be working on. And no sound. Thank you. We'll be working on tonight. Like I said, we're shooting a feature film next, oh my God, next week is the first day. First day of shooting is on the 14th. And it's a feature, so it's going to take up the rest of the month and part of another month. And it's a scary feature. It's called In the Flesh. And I'm sure I can give some away without giving too much away. Basically, you have this incubus type demon. It's not an incubus, but let's just say incubus cousin. And he's got these people from all different time periods trapped in a house, slowly sucking them dry. So it's I want to say erotic horror, but it isn't erotic. It's absolutely horror, thriller, craziness, but it does have some sexual undertones, obviously, because it's an incubus. And no, I didn't write it. One of my fellow directors wrote it. And so tonight, what I'm going to do, since I did do a fair amount of writing today, I'm going to put together a spreadsheet for the volunteers, because we opened the set up to people who want to get into film. So we're like, hey, you want to learn? You want to have like hands-on learning experience? We're taking people in on set with no experience. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Or if you have experience, but you want to do something different, we do have a couple of camera people who want to try out other things. So that's pretty cool. So that's what I have to do tonight is get that spreadsheet together so that the people who make the decisions who comes on what day can do that. I don't make the decisions. I'm just putting the spreadsheet together. I am the line producer for this film, and I'm also part. I'm not the set designer. I did not design the sets, but I am the person who works on the sets, and I'm also a wardrobe designer. So got a lot to do. Got a lot to do. Now that's all pre-movie. During the filming, I am the script supervisor, and basically, script supervisors make sure that continuity is not fucked up. So you make sure that A, the lines on the page get said, and then B, you're watching to make sure that, again, because you don't shoot films in order, like we may shoot all the scenes that happen in the kitchen on a day, and it's like scene 12, scene 37, and scene 50. They're not in order, so you got to make sure that continuity works. And if you ever watched a film and you can see when continuity is screwed up, like, oh wait, it wasn't her blouse pink or something along those lines, that's my job, and I gotta pray that I that I get it right. I am the absolute wrong person for that job. Like, I am very organized, but I can't see. So I have to pull up people and take all the photographs and get everything and match this to that. I'm a handful when it comes down to that. I am the wrong person, but they still keep picking me. So far so good, right? So that's where I'm at. Um, that's what I'm doing tonight. I am only probably going to do one sprint, guys. I'm so sorry for being so late, but I'll make it a 45 so it'll be worth the wait. So if we cool with it, if everybody's cool with that, maybe if you want longer than 45, I can do it to 1. So that'll make it a 50. Let's just make it a 50. We're gonna do a 50. Have I ever done a 50? I don't think so. We're gonna go for it. All right. So again, write what you're gonna be doing and in the chat, and then when we come back, we'll talk a little bit before I sign off. And by then, I will be able to find my damn channel. Lord Jesus, what is going on with my life? Also, anybody out there who's seen K-pop Demon Hunters, and you're in love like I am, or obsessed, as my son says, he's insisting that I find something else to obsess over, which isn't going to happen until K-pop Demon Hunters 2 comes out. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having somebody to talk to about it because my family are tired of me now. All right. See you guys at the top of the hour, wherever you are. Okay, that is time. And it was one of those times that didn't. Oh, here I go. I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. It wasn't one of those times that felt like it went too fast. It felt like it was right on time, which is like when I looked up, I was like, oh, I got 2 minutes left. And that's kind of what it felt like was going on. So, y'all, my ass got distracted on some makeup tutorials. And I saw this guy and he just did the best eyes. Like, I'm going to try to imitate him. But now he has different shaped eyes than me. I got my beautiful Lee eyes, and he has great big giant anime eyes. But still, like, the one technique he did could work for people like me with very, very, very hooded eyes. 211 words, working on part of a novella trilogy. What's the name of it? I'm always happy to hear a trilogy. So I started. Well, first I saw this video on It's Black Friday's channel, and she's like a goth mommy. Now I'm not goth, but I sometimes I really like the way the eyes are done. So I was looking at her, and I was like, I'm not doing that. First of all, I know I can't. I won't be able to pull it off because if I'm doing my own makeup, I have to be able to see what I'm doing. And you guys already know my issues. So I need something a little more simpler, but I still want something kind of crazy for this rave night. And so I know the top that I'm gonna wear. I have this like gothic-y Victorian blouse. And I'm gonna wear shorts with it because I'm a hoochie. Look, hoochies don't die. They get older, but they don't die. I'm gonna wear some black shorts with it. But and the blouse itself is mainly black, but it has some like a blush color in it, and it looks so great against my brown skin. So it's like, ooh, I'm gonna wear that, but now I want a look to match it. I'm thinking about doing some extensions and like having like really long braided extensions, and then do that for it. Which, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. It'll be easiest for me to deal with. It'll take me probably 2 days to do, but I'm gonna do that. And then yeah, I'm gonna try a couple makeup looks, but the one I just saw the guy do. Well, anyway, I'm rambling. So I did work. I promise you, I did work on the spreadsheet, and something on the spreadsheet made me think of something else, and that made me think of something else, and then that made me think of something else, and I wound up looking at eye makeup tutorials. Oh my gosh. So that just tells me I'm tired, and I just didn't realize how tired I was. Because I am easily distracted, but I'm also easily to get back on track. And I have not gotten back on track. All right, collectively, the fall of Osterio. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. It's still Astorio. The fall of Astorio. Part one is Falling Light. Part two is Unnamed, and part three is Rising Light. Ooh, Falling Rising. So you have Dusk and Dawn. That works. Oh, I'm digging that. You gotta think of that middle one. So let's see. I'm waiting for it to switch on the delay on the other screen. Okay. I'm covering about a 3-month period in a fantasy world. Part one covers 72 hours, part two covers about a week, and part three covers the rest. You think like me. Cause I'll do that. Like I was going when I was mapping out Shattered, and I knew I had a school year to map out for Shattered, not for the whole Glass Quarter trilogy, but a school year. So, which literally was my character's first day of school, all the way to her last day of school, which gave her 9 months in the U.S. because they go to school for a little over 9 months. We get 2 months off here, so I was like, okay, I got to get this. I got to map this out. And I literally made a timeline so that I didn't fuck up, basically, because there's times when school has the closings for different holidays and blah, blah, blah. I mapped all of that stuff in there so I could pepper it in during the year. So what is that? I think it's 270 days. I think. Um, yeah, I think school year is 270 days. So I mapped out those 270 days. And so I get that. Like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm glad I'm not the only person who kind of works stuff like that out. I'm curious as to Astorio. Tell me if I'm saying it right. Astorio. Can you tell me a little bit about Astorio, or is it you still in the hush hush mode? Believe me, I would understand. And let me see. Ooh, braided extensions, so fun. Yeah, they take forever. I have very short hair, but that's not the part because it doesn't matter how long your hair is. How long it takes because I mean you're still braiding from the scalp down to whatever. And I'm probably going to go since I want to pull them up and then let them hang back down again. I might pull a roomie, so I want it to come down like to my butt. So yeah, it's going to take me a couple days to do all the braids, but it'll be fun too because I can just sit and chill and do it, watch TV. You map stuff out to a point. I map. Let me see. Because all right, this is gonna sound weird. Oh, thank you. um, because I mainly work in the film world, mind you, I started out as a novelist, and then I am a novelist. Novels is what I do. I have more screenplays than I have books, and I mean, to be honest with you, and I don't want to make it sound like one is so much easier than the other because they have their own thing, but it's easier for me to knock out the script of something than the novel of something. No matter what, even if you're telling the exact same story, it's still a little bit easier. I shouldn't say easier. I can go a little faster, which is why I have more scripts than I have books. No, Archimedes, go to bed. Go to bed. He heard script. He thinks he's a director or something. I don't know what his malfunction is. And so where was I going with that? Oh, so because I work in the film industry, making films, see, you hear him? He thinks he's a film person. I tend to map stuff out to do timelines to keep things straight. I don't start with timelines. I want to be clear though. I literally start with story. I start with plot, and then I go into character building. Then I go into world building. Then I might live in world building forever because I'm a goober, and then I go into dialogue, putting stuff together. So, but once I figured out what everybody's supposed to say, where everybody's going to be, who's doing what, when, where, all that good stuff, I stop and I work out the timeline. Especially, it is super, super smart to do that just if you're doing series. So it's a sprawling underground city. Oh, shit. Okay, that's too much for me to read. I got to wait till it comes up on my television. I cannot see that on my computer screen. Okay. And it more or less falls in on itself, literally and metaphorically. Shit. Leadership falls apart, resulting in mass chaos, and physical instability results in lower levels collapsing. What? Hold on. Then the rest. Lower levels collapsing than the rest. I don't know. I may have read that wrong. Hold on. Collapsing and physical stability results in lower levels collapsing than the rest. Okay. Then the rest. I got it. I hear script writing is fun. Script writing is fun. And here's the thing. I know I made this announcement the last time. This is one of my professors told me this, and it always stuck with me. People who are screenplay writers can't always become really great novel writers because of what it calls for. But people who write novels can translate those transfer those skills into great screenplays. And the reason really is, to be honest with you, it's not that you can't do it, because of course people can do stuff, but it's when you're writing a screenplay, you are basically just saying where the person is and what they did. You're not describing people's emotions, and you're not going through all the world building stuff that you would normally go through in a book when you're trying to get the world across. In a script, you're writing interior, INT, kitchen, the location of where the place is, time of day or night. And sometimes you have a fourth word where it'll say like flashback or continuous, which don't use continuous, people. I've get into so many arguments with people about that, but that's another story. So then under that, you're writing very brief descriptions. And we are talking, if you can't see it, then you don't put it there. So you can't say that Hayden was feeling sad, so she left the kitchen and went into the living room. You can't say this Hayden is feeling anything, because what you can say is about Hayden sitting in the kitchen and then getting up and going into the kitchen. Going into the living room, because it's up to the actor to convey that. It's up to the director to get that out of the actor. You know what I mean? Like the example I'm saying is horrible. Now I will say this much. For me, because I prefer writing novels over screenplays, even though I have a billion screenplays, I tend to mess up my action lines. So I will put in and like an emotional beat, like she was angry. In my initial scripts, I do not have that kind of stuff in my shooting scripts. And the reason why I do that is because it keeps me to keep writing rather than me edit myself. I will go back and take all that erroneous stuff out. And there are people who still write scripts like, this isn't a bad thing. It's just it's a person thing. They'll say, so-and-so went up to the precipice of the mountainside and so and such and such. And there's nothing wrong with that because you paint a picture. But mine would have said cliff. That is a cliff. Because the other thing about writing screenplays, it is not your job to create sets. Unless you're me and you're doing short films and you have to do everything yourself. But that's not the same thing. So I say all of that to say to my whole entire novel writing community, Charm City Filmmakers, the filmmaking group that I am with, are going to be doing script writing sprints starting next month. Script writing. So the same thing we do here, you'll come in, you'll show up, and either in the chat or you can be on camera with us. We can have up to 6 people. You come in and we will determine a prompt. Everybody gets the same prompt. You go away for a half hour and you write your script, your short story, the beginning of a long story or whatever it is, because mine is always the beginning of some craziness. Everybody else can do shorts except me. You write whatever you can get done in 30 minutes, then we come back. And then the cool thing is you'll hand your script over and we all will act out whatever you wrote. So it is so much fun. Like, we've been doing this for years. We just never did it live. And I was telling some of the people who I write with, hey, why don't we live stream this stuff so people can see? The one good thing about that too is you get to learn how to do it. And every time you write a script, you'll get better at writing a script. You're going to suck at it at first, and that's okay, because you're going to get with people who are going to tell you, when you write this action line the next time, all you need is Kelly, 37, African American, curvy, whatever it is you want people to see of that character, and then move on. Move on. You don't describe the clothes that they're wearing unless the clothes that they're wearing is important to the story. Because 9 times out of 10, the director is going to determine what clothes that person is going to be wearing, not the writer. I hope that makes sense, because it can be a little bit convoluted. It can be a little convoluted, but it's so freeing to write. Okay, good. Because I am the worst. I can write, but I can't talk. I will make sure that when we're going to do it, I will make sure that I announce it on this channel. I promise. Because it's going to be on the Charm City Filmmakers channel. And if you're not subscribed there, which I wouldn't be surprised, because we literally have had that channel up for a million years, but we never use it. So we just decided to start using it. Like, it's got like 200 subscribers. Like, I'm not kidding. We never used it. And now we will be. Subscribe there too, and you'll also get alerts. What was I going to tell you? Yeah, but it's just fun. So, for example, like the story that you're working on, you can literally write a screenplay version of it. And I can show you, if you guys want me to show you how to do that before this happens, let me know, and maybe we'll work on that next Thursday. Literally, we can take one of the books, one of the novels, one of the whatever someone's working on, and we can convert it to screenplay format. And I'll show you. I'll even show it up on screen how it's supposed to look. There are, what is it? Google Docs actually has a free script writing format thing that you could do. Google fucking Docs has it. Like, I was shocked to find that out. I use a program called Final Draft, which isn't free, but you pay for it once and then you have it. I do not recommend it if you are just doing this for fun. If you're going to be writing screenplays, then I highly recommend it. There's another program, I think, Celtics. I hate it. That's right, Celtics people. I hate your program. I don't even think it's free anymore. I think it's only free if you use it once. And then there's Studio Binder. Studio Binder was my go-to before I got the Final Draft. Well, someone gifted me this copy of Final Draft. They actually paid for it for me. Studio Binder has a free version and a paid version. The free version works just fine. So let me know if you guys want me to show you the basics, like the basics on how to set up a script. And we will do that next week instead of our normal script, our normal sprints. That way everybody can be ready for the Charm City thing. But regardless, I will make sure I notify everyone when that's going to be going down. We actually have a date, but I don't remember what it is because I'm crazy. Let me see if I can figure it out. Hold on, because we have a screening December the 6th, and I know it's going to be on a Sunday. So it may be like, no. Didn't they change their mind? They said they couldn't do it Sunday. They changed it to Tuesday. So I think it's going to be December 9th is the first one. So it'll be after Danny's live stream. And her live stream is from her live stream is 6 to 8, and ours will be 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, it's going to be December the 9th is the first one. I don't have the link to Charm City Filmmaker channel, but I will have all of that next week for you all. I hope you guys were able to get some stuff in. I am really hating, really seriously. I would love to beta read that story when you get them all done. Just let me know. And I'm going to call it a night, guys. It's 1:20. You guys let me talk for 20 silent minutes. You must love me or something, because I talk funny and I ramble. So I will see you guys. I may not see you Sunday, because Sunday I have a screening to go to. But Danny will be here Sunday on her channel, and then she'll be back again on Tuesday. I will see you all again on Thursday. I do believe that Tamara, one of the other goddesses, is doing her live streams on Monday mornings for all you larks. We owls, we stick to the night. If I can, I will also do a Monday night live stream, but I'm trying to save up my time because StreamYard is a bitch and I'm not paying them. I am working on getting my OBS going so I can do whatever I feel like doing. But right now I have to rely on StreamYard. So I think that's all I had to tell you. I think I told you all about the Kickstarter for the erotic anthology. I told you all about my candle craziness. My house smells so good. Like, it looks a hot ass mess because I am so disorganized, but it smells so good in here. And I told you about the rave, and I told you about the screenwriting. Yeah. So join us for that in December. You got time, and I will teach you before then. Okay? So good night and good morning to wherever you guys are in the world, and I will see you the next time. I almost said stay scared. See what that girl done to me? You see what she done? Remember, you hold the power as long as you have the drive. Good night.